Talking about the Titans here. The Titans.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone. It is gone. It is bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe. Go follow.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with Eric, Brendan, Dalt, and Ballpark Tommy. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
What's up, everybody? Ooh, I'm getting over being sick, so we're gonna make this show super short just because my voice is gone. But what a win tonight. Phillies are 91-60. We're now 31 games over 500. And if you would have told me at the beginning of the season that the Phillies would be the best team in baseball, that we would be above 90 wins going into mid-September, I would have looked at you like you were crazy, because I did not expect this season from the Phillies. I did not expect the dominance from the team all around. And I'm excited to see what happens. I'm not going to put anything out there into the universe. I mean, I have my hopes and dreams, but this team they're rocking, they're rolling, and we're going to get into, magic numbers. We're going to get into just the performance from the team today. Just everything looked great. Everything looked fantastic. But what's up, Fratty? What do you think of this game today, dude?
Oh, it's a pretty good game. Zack Wheeler looked dominant today. He pitched like a pitcher should, as a bona fide number one starter. Wheeler, he pitched pretty good, pitching 7 and only allowing a run. Our opponent Montas, he looked pretty good for him. He was striking out our batters like crazy. Overall, it's a pretty good game. We not only our magic number is down to 1 to clinch the playoffs, and 4 to clinch the East. We also secured our 91st win, most since 2011. And also we have the head-to-head tiebreaker now over the Brewers. And also we are most wins since 2011, and we're trying to go for a series win. And also Milwaukee is 1 magic number to clinch the Central is down to 1. So depends what happens in that Cup games for them. They could clinch the division possibly against us tomorrow. Even if the Cubs lose, I think they would clinch the division, even if they lose to us. So there could be a double celebration going on tomorrow night, no matter how you slice the pie. That's if the Cubs lose. Hopefully, yeah, that's pretty much all I have there. So we could have a possibility of a double celebration going on tomorrow, just with the playoff berth for the Phillies and the Brewers possibly clinching the division, depending if the Cubs lose. So, look.
Oh, I was on mute.
Yeah.
I just hope that the Phillies come out with, a vengeance tomorrow. They realize what's on the line. And they don't play down, knock on wood. They don't play down to the opponent, and they don't, go out there looking lifeless again, knock on wood. But going into our first topic, the first thing we're going to talk about, Zack Wheeler, dude, he looked fantastic. He looked dominant. He's definitely getting locked in before postseason. He got the win tonight. He's 16-6 on the season, 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, no home runs. ERA is now down to a 2.56. And like Bryce said at the end of the game, I think he has a real resume for Cy Young this year. I think he's been really dominant. I know it's really tight between him and Chris Sale right now, and I think Chris Sale is in the lead, but there's still, a couple more games. The Braves, they lost today. I don't think Chris Sale was pitching, but the Braves lost today to the Reds, so we'll see what happens with that. After Wheeler, it was Strom. He got the hold, so he has 16 holds on the season. 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, 2.03 ERA. And then to close the game was Hoffman. 1 inning pitched, no hits, no earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1.73 ERA. So the pitching staff did their job. Again, Strom and Hoffman being all-stars, it's exactly why you nominated them to the all-star selection. So they came out, they were dominant, they did their job. So
it was a game they needed. They have the head-to-head tiebreaker. They only need to at least take 1 game in Milwaukee. Hopefully, tomorrow they win the series in Milwaukee. But getting the Wheeler, this is a big outing by him. Today, very good outing, like I mentioned. He pitched 7 innings, and he just pretty much domination by him for the most part, except for that one RBI triple he allowed that kind of just rolled to the wall. But he's just got to keep it up. I think he's got a couple more starts before the postseason. Of course, he's going to pitch again on Sunday Night Baseball will be his next start. Against the Mets. I'm kind of glad in a way. For Philadelphia sports purposes, that the game got pushed back to Sunday night because of the Eagles playing at 1:00. So that really helps, so everybody can just watch the Phillies at nighttime. So, but yeah. Wheeler, like I said, guys, if anybody's wondering when Wheeler started, it's Sunday night. But that's pretty much all I have on Zack Wheeler. I just wanted to get the update that Wheeler's pitching again on Sunday night. So that's all I have.
Yeah, and he's just been really dominant, and I hope he continues that going. Into the last couple games of the season and into the postseason. But going into the next topic, next thing we're going to talk about. The offense looked alive today. A lot of people were getting hits, going through the stat line. Sorber was 2 for 5. He accounted for 1 run. Turner, he was 3 for 5. Harper, 1 for 5, accounted for 1 run with a home run. 2 RBI. Sorber had 1 RBI. Turner had 1 RBI. Casty, he hit a home run. Was 1 for 3, accounted for 1 run, 1 RBI. Stott 1 for 4, Realmuto 0 for 4, Marsh 1 for 4, Sosa 1 for 4, Cal Stevenson, he was terrible, 0 for 2. Same with Realmuto, he was terrible too. Weston Wilson, he came into pinch hit, he was terrible, 0 for 1. And then Rojas, he was walked once, so he was 0 for 0, but accounted for 1 run. So the offense looked amazing. What surprised me, though, was that they somehow managed to win 5-1, but they had 16 strikeouts. So just Phillies baseball all around. It's definitely their brand of baseball that they strike out so much but still find ways to win. And I find that a little bit annoying. I find that a little bit worrisome that they strike out so much, because it's not always going to be that, you strike out so much and you end up winning. But 10 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, 16 strikeouts, 2 home runs. The offense is looking better than it has the past couple games, so I'm pleased with that right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. 4 different guys contributed to RBI tonight. Bryce Harper starting to hit home runs again, homers again. He's hit a few in the most recent, in the last maybe like 3 games, 4 games or so. He's 1 yard a few times. He's starting to get hot again. Turner's starting to heat up now. He had 3 hits tonight. Had an RBI. The team as a whole is contributing right now. It's different guys stepping up there to the plate. It was, and we seems like this season, besides last night's game that I didn't really hardly watch because of the birds. We've dominated the Brewers. We've held them at bay pretty well this season, and seems like when we play against the Brewers, it seems like the offense, well, yeah, the offense and the pitching, when we need some huge runs and huge hits against these better teams, it seems like that when we play against the Dodgers and Brewers, we seem to play well against these teams this season. And we are now the stat line 5-1, 5-1, 10-2. Yeah, we only lost 3 games to the Padres, Dodgers, and Brewers this season. Only 3. We lost once to the Padres, once to the Dodgers, and if we beat the Brewers tomorrow, we'll lose once against them. So that's pretty much. Shard. If you wanna look at something like a big takeaway, I know we were just talking about the offense. I just wanted to throw the stat out there that but this offense contributing and the pitching contributing in these key games, us possibly having, if we win them more, us possibly having a 15-3 record against the Brewers, Dodgers, and Padres. Think about how much of if we didn't play good at all against these teams, if we faltered, the division race would be a lot closer. So think about how the bats come up in key moments, and think about how the bats just come up in key moments, because that right there, just throwing out that stat line, and with the offense coming up huge and outscoring these opponents, no matter if you score 1 run, 2 runs, or 50 runs, just think about how much of a difference maker this is on how we have an 8-game lead right now in the NL East. So yeah, that's my take on that.
Right. Going into our last topic, the last thing we're going to talk about, and then we're going to wrap it up. I'm not going to take too much time tonight. The magic number update, we kind of talked about this at the beginning of the show. To clinch a playoff spot is 1, just 1. To clinch the NL East is 4. If, the Mets lose tomorrow, or the Braves lose tomorrow, I believe we clinch. Don't quote me on that, though. I think that's how that works. I think we need the Mets to lose more than the Braves, though. But either way, if the Phillies win, they're in the postseason. And if not, then we need other teams to lose. Knock on wood. But it's great to be so close mid-September, because I know last year it took us a little bit longer to clinch our spot in the postseason. So I'm really proud of this team. I'm proud of how far they've come. They've really quieted a lot of the haters and a lot of the doubters that we've had this season. And yeah, I'm excited to see what they're going to do this postseason. So
yeah, overall, I'll say this. Like you said, magic numbers 4 to clinch the NL East. I believe we have to win the next 2 games, and the Mets have to lose 1 for us to clinch on Thursday. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but I think because if we win and the Mets win, I don't know if the magic number just go down to 3. I'm 100% sure about that one. I think Mets have to lose at least 1 game. So I think we would have to win tomorrow. Then the Mets lose tomorrow, and then we have to beat the Mets outright to clinch the division. I think that's how it go. That's how our path is to win the East by Thursday. I'm hoping it happens by Thursday because Friday's games on Apple TV, and since I don't have this paid subscription for Apple TV like a lot of people out there, I'm gonna have to watch the game on my phone because I'm not just gonna get the free. I'm not gonna just get the free preview just to watch it on TV. So, I might have to watch that on my phone if that's the case. But I'm hoping we clinch on Fox on Thursday, just where John Smoltz could say that that we're division champions, just to rub it in his face. So, but either way, I know Saturday we play at 4:10. If we say what's the name, Savannah Bananas are at CBP on Saturday, so that's not even.
Yeah, I'll be there. I got tickets, so I'll be there.
I'm just hoping we clinch it between Thursday and Friday, so we don't have to even worry about not being. Me and you are both going to be there Saturday. I'm going to be working. You're going to be at the Savannah Bananas, but I'm just hoping. I'm just hoping we get it out of the way between Thursday and Friday. Even if we can't clinch Thursday, just clinch on Apple TV, whatever. At this point, because it don't matter anyway, because postseason baseball is going to be on TV no matter what. So,
Right.
We'll see what happens. That's all I really have. I know it's almost 11 o'clock now, and also.
Yeah, I'll be at the Savannah Banana game on Saturday. So, but that's all we have for you guys tonight. Phillies win 5-1. Probable pitchers for tomorrow are Aaron Nola on the mound for the Phillies. Looking at his stat line, Aaron Nola is 12-8 on the season, 3.62 ERA, 174 strikeouts. For the Brewers, it's Freddie Peralta, right-handed pitcher, 11-8 on the season, 3.75 ERA, 184 strikeouts. Really similar pitchers. And so we'll see what happens with that. Could be a pitching duel tomorrow. And then on Thursday, if anybody didn't hear, Taijuan Walker is getting the start on Thursday against the Mets. So we'll see what happens with that, man. But that's all we have for you guys tonight. Again, Phillies win 5-1. Hopefully they clinch a playoff spot tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But on that note, we're out of here. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Everybody have a good night. Roll the outro.
The Vikings!